5 Rules of Getting Older. How to age with wisdom, strength, and purpose. Aging is the one certainty that no human can escape, yet so many spend their lives fearing it, resisting it, or pretending it does not exist. Most of us associate growing older with decline, weakness, and loss. But what if I told you that aging can be the most empowering season of life, if approached with wisdom and intentionality? Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca teach that each passing year is not a punishment or a slow fade into irrelevance. It is a gift, an opportunity to cultivate virtue, strengthen your character, and deepen your understanding of life itself. Imagine a life where every year brings clarity rather than confusion, where the wrinkles and gray hairs are not marks of defeat, but badges of experience and resilience. Aging with wisdom means learning to accept what cannot be changed, mastering your desires and fears, and finding freedom in the things that truly matter. It is not about chasing youth or lamenting the body's decline. It is about mastering the mind, nurturing the soul, and using every moment to live intentionally and fully. The journey of growing older is not passive. It is an active engagement with life, an opportunity to reflect on your past, refine your present, and prepare for the final chapter with grace and dignity. Each day becomes a chance to practice courage, temperance, justice, and wisdom, the virtues that define a life well lived. It is about focusing on what is within your control, letting go of what is not, and finding peace in the natural flow of time. In this teaching, we will explore 5 rules of getting older, grounded in Stoic wisdom that can transform the way you experience life's later seasons. These rules will show you how to honor your body, cultivate wisdom, embrace purpose, guard your mind, and live with gratitude and presence. By applying these principles, you will discover that aging is not a decline but a progression toward mastery, clarity, and a life of deeper fulfillment. Every year, every moment, and every challenge becomes an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient than ever before. Part 1. Honor your body as a tool, not a prison. The first rule of getting older is to honor your body, but not as a shrine to vanity or an object of obsession. The Stoics remind us that the body is a tool, a vessel through which we engage with the world, act according to reason, and practice virtue. It is not permanent, it will age, and it will eventually fail, yet while it is with us, it demands respect, care, and discipline. Many people neglect this reality, either by pampering themselves excessively or by ignoring their health altogether. Aging gracefully requires a balance, moderation, consistency, and the mindful stewardship of physical capacity. Exercise is essential, not to defy age but to maintain the strength and vitality necessary for action. Daily movement, resistance, and stretching keep the body functional and capable. A Stoic sees exercise as preparation for life, as training to endure challenges and act in accordance with virtue. It is not vanity to care for the body, it is prudence. Nourishment is equally critical. Eating with discipline, favoring sustenance over indulgence, and avoiding extremes allows the body to perform its function effectively. Every meal becomes an act of reason, a decision to serve the mind and spirit rather than mere desire. Rest and sleep are not signs of weakness but of wisdom. The body must recover to function, and the mind requires clarity to make sound decisions. As we age, recognizing the limits of energy and respecting the need for rest is a practice of reason and foresight. Sleep, nutrition, and movement are not ends in themselves. They are tools that allow the mind to exercise judgment, the spirit to pursue virtue, and the soul to engage meaningfully with the world. The Stoics remind us that the body is ephemeral. It will weaken, wrinkle, and falter, yet the way we treat it determines our capacity to act with freedom, to pursue excellence, and to live with dignity. We honor the body not by resisting time or longing for youth, but by using it wisely, maintaining it as a capable instrument for the exercise of reason and virtue. Pain, discomfort, and aging are inevitable, but they are not tyrants, they are teachers. By approaching the body with respect, moderation, and intentional care, the aging individual preserves the ability to live fully, act decisively, and pursue wisdom without being enslaved by bodily limitations. To live well as you grow older, understand that every choice regarding the body, what you eat, how you move, how you rest, is a reflection of discipline and foresight. Every act of care is a statement of autonomy and mastery over desire. By treating the body as a tool rather than a prison, you maintain freedom, dignity, and the capacity to engage with life meaningfully, regardless of age. Aging is inevitable, but suffering from neglect, indulgence, or passivity is optional. A wise person uses the body to serve reason, virtue, and purpose, recognizing that it is the instrument through which all action and excellence are accomplished. Part 2. Cultivate wisdom and inner mastery. The second rule of getting older is to cultivate wisdom and inner mastery, the highest pursuits of a Stoic life. While the body weakens, the mind can strengthen. While circumstances change, judgment can grow sharper. And while external events remain unpredictable, the inner self can achieve tranquility. Aging presents the rare opportunity to combine experience with reflection, observation with discernment, and knowledge with action. Wisdom is not an abstract concept. It is the capacity to navigate life with clarity, virtue, and equanimity. Reflection is central to cultivating wisdom. Marcus Aurelius wrote extensively about examining each day, reviewing actions, thoughts, and impulses to discern where one has acted rightly and where improvement is required. As we age, the accumulation of life experience becomes a foundation upon which understanding and reason are built. Every disappointment, every failure, every joy and triumph contributes to a reservoir of insight that can guide decisions, temper emotions, and foster calm in the face of adversity. Aging wisely means engaging daily in reflection, learning from the past, and applying lessons with discernment to the present. Meditation and contemplation are tools to strengthen inner mastery. By focusing on what is within your control and letting go of what is not, the mind learns freedom and clarity. External events, losses, or the opinions of others do not dictate inner peace, they are external to reason. By cultivating inner mastery, the aging individual maintains serenity, even as the world changes and the body weakens. Each moment becomes an opportunity to practice judgment, patience, and equanimity, turning ordinary experiences into exercises in self-mastery and virtue. Mentorship and teaching provide additional avenues for growth. Sharing wisdom with younger generations not only benefits others, but also consolidates understanding, strengthens moral reasoning, and deepens perspective. The Stoic elder understands that wisdom is honed through both reflection and engagement. By guiding others, offering insight, and exemplifying reasoned living. Teaching becomes a continuation of purpose, a way to exercise influence, and a demonstration that age is a conduit of insight, not a decline in relevance. The cultivation of wisdom also requires self-discipline and vigilance. Aging brings the temptation to indulge in comfort, to prioritize ease over growth, and to retreat from challenge. Yet the Stoic embraces discipline, recognizing that mastery over self is the highest form of freedom. Emotional regulation, moderation in desires, and conscious decision-making are practices that deepen with age, allowing the individual to act consistently in accordance with virtue rather than impulse or fleeting pleasure. Ultimately, cultivating wisdom and inner mastery transforms the experience of aging. The body may falter, circumstances may shift, but the mind, tempered by reason and experience, becomes a source of power, clarity, and serenity. Inner mastery allows the aged to face uncertainty with confidence, adversity with resilience, and life itself with acceptance. Age is no longer a burden, it is the arena in which virtue, insight, and reason can flourish, demonstrating that true mastery lies not in youth or strength, but in the disciplined, reflective, and wise exercise of the mind and spirit. Part 3. Embrace purpose beyond self. The third rule of getting older is to embrace purpose beyond yourself. Aging is not a season for retreat into comfort or self-indulgence. It is an opportunity to act with intention, to live according to virtue, and to contribute to the world in meaningful ways. Stoic philosophy teaches that our duty extends beyond our own desires and pleasures. We are members of a larger community, bound by relationships, society, and the shared human condition. Purpose in later life is found not in accumulation or ease, but in contribution, mentorship, and action guided by reason and moral duty. As we grow older, the temptation to retreat into solitude or nostalgia increases. We may long for the days when our bodies and minds were at their peak or focus on the losses that aging inevitably brings. Yet true fulfillment comes from recognizing that our experience, wisdom, and time remain invaluable resources. Each day offers opportunities to serve, to teach, to guide, and to leave a legacy of virtue. Purpose is not measured by external achievements, but by the alignment of our actions with reason, justice, and contribution to the common good. Mentorship becomes a central way to embrace purpose. Younger generations are searching for guidance, role models, and examples of disciplined, virtuous living. The Stoic elder has a unique position to influence through teaching, counsel, and example. Sharing accumulated wisdom is not merely an act of generosity, it is the exercise of reason and action. Each conversation, each lesson, and each demonstration of patience and integrity becomes a conduit for virtue, allowing older individuals to shape the character and decisions of others in profound ways. Service beyond self extends to family, community, and society. As we age, we may no longer be able to perform the same physical tasks we once could, yet the value of our perspective, our judgment, and our emotional support increases. Purpose emerges from recognizing that our life experience equips us to guide, comfort, and encourage others, to resolve conflicts with wisdom, and to contribute to the flourishing of those around us. Actions motivated by virtue, reason, and love are the truest measure of an effective life, and aging provides the vantage point to act with clarity and insight that younger individuals often lack. Embracing purpose also requires detachment from outcomes. Stoicism teaches that we are responsible for our actions, but the results are not entirely within our control. In later years, understanding that the value of our contributions lies in the intention and effort rather than external reward brings peace and satisfaction. Serving others, mentoring, and guiding with virtue becomes its own reward, reinforcing the principle that true purpose is exercised through reasoned, deliberate action rather than fleeting accolades or recognition. Ultimately, embracing purpose beyond self transforms aging from a period of decline to a season of profound significance. By focusing on what can be given, shared, and influenced, older individuals experience meaning, satisfaction, and inner fulfillment. Age no longer dictates limitation, it becomes a platform from which wisdom, reason, and virtue can radiate outward, leaving a lasting impact that extends far beyond the self and endures in the lives of others. Part 4. Guard your mind and emotions. The fourth rule of getting older is to guard your mind and emotions, recognizing that true freedom lies in mastery over oneself. Stoicism teaches that external events are beyond our control, but our perceptions, judgments, and responses remain entirely ours. Aging inevitably brings loss, decline, and changes that can stir frustration, anxiety, or grief. The challenge is not to avoid these realities, they are unavoidable, but to cultivate the inner discipline to respond with equanimity, reason, and virtue. Emotional mastery requires vigilance. As we age, we may encounter physical limitations, the loss of loved ones, and societal shifts that challenge our expectations. It is natural to feel sorrow or frustration, yet Stoicism teaches that these emotions should not dominate reason. By observing feelings without being enslaved by them, older individuals can maintain tranquility even amidst external upheaval. The mind must act as a governor of perception, interpreting events through reason rather than passion. and responding with wisdom rather than impulse. Losses are a particular test of emotional discipline. Friends, family, and colleagues pass away, and physical abilities diminish. The Stoic perspective emphasizes acceptance. We are temporary beings in a temporary world. Understanding the impermanence of life allows us to grieve without being consumed by sorrow, to appreciate relationships while they last, and to act with kindness and presence rather than clinging to what is inevitably lost. Emotional resilience grows from repeated practice of acceptance, reflection, and conscious judgment. Anger, envy, and fear are enemies of emotional clarity. Stoicism teaches that these reactions are often based on incorrect judgments or attachment to things beyond our control. Aging presents ample opportunity to exercise discernment, to recognize triggers, and to cultivate patience, tolerance, and equanimity. The older individual who guards the mind and emotions exercises freedom. No external circumstance can dictate peace, and no loss can extinguish the serenity rooted in reason and virtue. Daily practices support this mastery. Reflection, journaling, meditation on life's impermanence, and engagement with philosophical or spiritual texts sharpen judgment and maintain mental clarity. Interactions with others become deliberate exercises in patience, empathy, and measured response. By cultivating inner discipline, the aging mind becomes less reactive, more discerning, and capable of responding to challenges with wisdom rather than fear or resentment. Ultimately, guarding the mind and emotions ensures that aging is not marked by bitterness, anxiety, or despair, but by clarity, peace, and contentment. The mature individual understands that external events, decline, death, or societal change do not threaten inner freedom. Serenity is achieved not by controlling the uncontrollable, but by mastering the self, maintaining reason, and nurturing a disposition aligned with virtue. Emotional and mental mastery is the hallmark of the Stoic elder, allowing life's later seasons to be lived with dignity, purpose, and joy, irrespective of circumstance. Part 5. Live with gratitude, acceptance, and presence. The fifth rule of getting older is to live each day with gratitude, acceptance, and full presence. Stoic wisdom teaches that life is fleeting and that every moment is an opportunity to exercise reason, virtue, and awareness. Aging brings the clarity to recognize what is truly valuable: the people we love, the experiences we share, and the capacity to act with intention and integrity. Each day, rather than lamenting what has passed or fearing what is to come, becomes a chance to embrace life fully, appreciating the gift of time and the richness of existence. Gratitude is the foundation of a fulfilled life in the later years. A Stoic elder understands that life is finite, and that every breath, every opportunity, every relationship is a gift to be cherished. Gratitude does not mean ignoring loss or suffering, but it means acknowledging what remains, finding value in small joys, and recognizing the lessons embedded in every experience. It is the practice of seeing life as it is, a mix of beauty and challenge, and responding with appreciation rather than complaint. Gratitude shifts perspective from scarcity to abundance, from despair to peace, and from regret to engagement with the present. Acceptance is equally essential. Aging is accompanied by inevitable changes. The body weakens, loved ones pass away, and circumstances shift in ways we cannot control. Stoicism teaches that fighting the natural order or resenting what is inevitable only brings suffering. Acceptance does not mean passivity. It means recognizing reality without resistance, choosing where to act with reason, and letting go of what is beyond our influence. The mind that practices acceptance achieves freedom from unnecessary pain, cultivating serenity and equanimity, even in the face of decline or adversity. Each challenge becomes an opportunity to exercise patience, endurance, and perspective, reinforcing inner strength and composure. Presence is the culmination of gratitude and acceptance. To live in the present is to engage fully with what is, rather than being trapped in memories of the past or anxieties about the future. The Stoic perspective emphasizes that only this moment belongs to us, and the quality of life is determined by how we inhabit it. Aging, then, is an invitation to focus attention deliberately, to act with intention, and to savor the richness of ordinary experiences. Walking through life with mindful awareness allows the elder to notice beauty, cultivate relationships, and act with purpose, making every day meaningful and complete. Practically, living with gratitude, acceptance, and presence involves conscious reflection, meditation on impermanence, and the cultivation of virtues such as patience, humility, and empathy. It encourages relationships built on understanding, forgiveness, and love. It means taking joy in accomplishments, finding peace in limitations, and recognizing the divine order of life's stages. Through this perspective, aging becomes not a decline but a pinnacle of human experience, a time to integrate wisdom, to act with virtue, and to live fully in harmony with the natural flow of life. Ultimately, embracing gratitude, acceptance, and presence transforms aging into a profound journey of fulfillment. Each day becomes an opportunity to practice virtue, to engage meaningfully with the world, and to leave a legacy of wisdom and character. Aging is not merely surviving the passage of years, it is mastering the art of living well, understanding what matters, and cultivating a life rich with meaning, serenity, and joy. The elder who lives in gratitude, accepts reality, and embraces the present walks the final seasons of life with dignity, freedom, and a deep sense of peace that surpasses fear or regret. Conclusion: mastery, virtue, and the gift of age. Growing older is a privilege, a chance to live with clarity, wisdom, and virtue. By honoring the body, cultivating the mind, embracing purpose, guarding emotions, and living with gratitude and presence, each year becomes a step toward mastery of self and life. Aging is not a decline to endure, it is a gift to use wisely, an arena in which character, judgment, and serenity can flourish. The years bring freedom from superficial concerns, a deeper understanding of what truly matters, and the opportunity to leave a lasting impact on the world and the people around us. The art of growing older is the art of living fully, consciously, and virtuously, embracing each moment as a treasure, and walking the path of life with courage, wisdom, and peace.